Hello friends, so today I am starting a brand new account. And it's going to be something different, and I'm going to explain to you why I'm doing this. So basically I'm about to create a Safe Zone Deadman account, and I know what you're thinking, that sounds absolutely pointless. You are absolutely correct, but I am not good at PKing. That's the main thing about Deadman mode. I'm just not good at PKing. I've died way too many times on Deadman mode for my liking. And on top of that, I tried going back to old school RuneScape, and the XP rates, like, you go from 5 times XP rates to regular XP rates, and it just, I makes me want to lose my mind going back to that. So, I'm creating a Safe Zone Deadman account. Yes, absolutely pointless. Do I care? Not really. If you guys want to watch it, then so be it. If you don't want to watch it, then don't watch it. But I think it's something that could be fun for me. And I want to find something to enjoy the game again, because Deadman, like playing Deadman mode regular, is not cutting it for me. So we're starting over, and we're doing it all in Safe Zone. So, yeah. And so the rules are fairly simple. They are as follows, okay? So, 1, I can only be in safe zones. I can't, like, travel through non-safe zones to get to another safe zone. The only way I can get there is through teleporting. The only exception to this is to go to Rellekka, because I can teleport to a house and the safe zone's really like 5 steps away. Also, the other exception is training like agility in a safe zone. That it's technically safe because if I'm in Varrock, but if I go through the agility course, I'm not safe. But the chances of someone actually attacking me while I'm there are fairly low, and I have a really good chance of escaping anyways. So that's the other exception. And then the third exception is to go buy a skill cape. And that's probably going to be the scariest part about this account, is trying to get a skill cape and hoping somebody doesn't fucking snipe me on the way there. But that and technically, I guess, being in my house, technically also I don't believe is a safe zone, but there's no way anybody's going to actually be able to kill me inside my house unless they know I'm there and they know where my house is at, which at that rate, you know, is very small chance. So those are the rules and exceptions to this account. Basically, other than that, so pretty straightforward. Can only stay in safe zones, can't travel through non-safe zones. Let's do this fucking dumb shit. Absolutely pointless. Do I care? Again, no. So the first thing I did is what everybody did when they started a Deadman account, and that was get to 30 agility. And the main reason I wanted to do this was because I would have access to the Varrock agility course at 30. And so from there, you know, it just would have made agility a lot easier. So I just sat there and I trained that for quite a bit. After that, I ended up selling. I went into the grand tree, and I would pick up the cocktail shakers or whatever they're called, because I could sell them for 1 GP each. And the reason I did this was because in the same store there was a knife that sold for 6 GP. So I got 6 of those and sold them for 6 GP. Then bought the knife, and basically what I did from there was I started training my woodcutting and my fletching, because one of my first 99 skills that I want to get is fletching, and it's also something that makes a little bit of money. Not the greatest money, but it's a fast 99 that makes money, and anything of that nature is going to be very beneficial to me, because I want to get a 99 quick. With the 5 times XP rates, it won't take that long for me to get my first 99, so I figured fletching would be a good candidate to be my first 99. So after I got the 30 agility and a few woodcutting levels and fletching levels and stuff like that, I think I did it until I was able to cut oak trees. And I decided that the first thing that would be a priority is to get myself to 25 magic. And the reason for that is so that I could teleport to Varrock, because getting to Varrock is very important for me. That way I can trade with other players, because people don't trade in Lumbridge, people don't trade really anywhere else but Varrock. So getting there is a very, very strong priority for me. That way I can sell stuff, I can buy stuff, and, you know, it's pretty much essential to me being able to train my stats. So the way I went about training this was that on Sunday, while I was watching the football games, pretty much you get a free set of runes every 30 minutes from the magic tutor, and that was the only way that I could collect runes, because I couldn't go anywhere besides Lumbridge because I had no teleports or anything. So that was the only thing I could do, and I just watched football every 30 minutes when there was like a commercial break or like, you know, halftime or whatever. I would come in, collect my runes, use them real quick, and go back to watching football. And I did that for like 3 or 4 hours, and it wasn't painful at all because I was watching football anyways. This was just I would come in here and do this for like 5 minutes and then go back. And it took me like 3 or 4 hours, and I eventually got to 25. So I started training my combat just a little bit to see if I could get a little bit of stats. Getting my combat up's obviously something that I want to do. That way I don't get one hit in safe zones by like suiciders and stuff like that. So I did that for a little bit until I ran out of HP, and I don't remember what I got to. It wasn't anything too special, but for some reason this dude just randomly attacked me, and he got killed by the guards, obviously, and I ended up getting a key from him. So I was like, maybe this guy will have something special, and he didn't have nothing. It was like 100 GP or something like that. So after that happened, I decided it was time to start training my woodcutting and fletching again, because I needed to get up to 55 fletching for maples, and I think once you get to maples, you can actually start to make money from fletching. So I wanted to do that as quickly as possible, so I was just cutting regular trees, cutting them into bows, and then selling them to the general store. I did that, obviously, up until I could do willows, and then while I was woodcutting willows, some dude from across the river just completely, like, suicide bombed me with a magic short bow. And I got really lucky in that aspect because right before he actually killed me, probably like 5 minutes before, I actually protected my stats. I hadn't had them protected yet. And so if I wouldn't have done that 5 minutes ago, I would have basically had to like start back over at what I did. And the only thing I was upset about was that I lost my axe and my knife because I didn't know there was a knife spun in the Lumberjack Castle. So I was like, fuck, how am I going to get another knife? But that was very lucky that I was able to manage to do all that stuff. From there, I cut enough willows into bows so that I could make the money, or I think I got like, it was either 500 GP or 1k, and I used that money to buy runes to teleport to Varrock, and we have officially made it. We did it. So now the hardest beginning part is out of the way, and so from there, I got to start making some money, and I got to find some ways to make money so I can train my stats. So that is the next goal for the next episode.